It begins with a simple spin, a shape so basic we learn it as children. Yet this very same geometry governs the spiral of galaxies and the fundamental vibrations of the quantum realm. Welcome to the mystery of pi, the ultimate architectural blueprint of the universe. Most of us know pi from middle school. It is simply the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. Whether the circle is the size of an atom or the observable universe, this ratio never changes. Yet its decimal expansion is infinite and entirely chaotic. Ancient minds like Archimedes chased this number by squeezing circles between polygons, as Galileo famously realized about the laws of nature.
The universe is written in mathematical language, and its characters are triangles, circles, and other geometrical figures.
Mathematics is the key. These early geometric formulas allowed humanity to build domes and map the stars. But pi was hiding a much larger secret. Look at a river from above. Earth scientists discovered that the sinuosity of rivers, the ratio of their winding path to a straight line, averages out to exactly pi. This isn't magic. As water flows, it naturally curves. This chaotic erosion eventually balances out into circular geometry. We see it again in the golden spirals of life. A sunflower packs its seeds using angular rotation, because a full physical rotation is exactly 2 pi radians. Nature must divide by irrational numbers to maximize sunlight exposure. But pi's true power lies in physics. Why does pi appear in equations that have nothing to do with physical circles? Because of periodic motion. A swinging pendulum, a vibrating guitar string. Periodic motion is just circular motion, viewed from the side, mapped over time. This brings us to sound. Listen to this complex sound wave. It looks chaotic, right? Through the Fourier transform, any messy wave can be broken down into perfect sine waves. Since sine waves come from circles, pi is the cornerstone of this math. Every time your phone compresses a JPEG, recognizes your voice, or connects to Wi-Fi, it is using pi to process that data. Dive deeper into the quantum fabric of reality. Here, particles behave like waves of probability. The Schrödinger equation dictates how these quantum waves evolve. Because it deals with wave functions, pi is unavoidably present. Even Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, the absolute limit of what we can know about the universe, is restricted by a boundary defined by pi. Now, let's leave physics and enter the casino of the universe. What happens if we drop needles on a wooden floor? This is Buffon's needle experiment. If you divide the total dropped by the number that cross a line, the resulting probability slowly converges exactly to pi. Why is pi here? Because a falling needle can land at any angle. Angle means rotation, and rotation summons the geometry of a circle. This connection to probability leads us to the normal distribution, the bell curve. It dictates everything from human heights to stock market fluctuations. To calculate the area under this curve, mathematicians must move it into 3D space. Viewed from above, it forms perfect concentric circles. The moment you introduce a 360-degree angle to solve the math, pi drops into the equation. Pi is an irrational and transcendental number. It perfectly describes continuous, fluid natural phenomena, rather than blocky, discrete human constructs. It proves the ancient Greek dream of squaring the circle is absolutely impossible. Pi teaches us about the limits of human precision. Yet, we keep trying. Today, calculating pi is the ultimate stress test for supercomputers. In 2022, cloud computers calculated pi to 100 trillion digits. Not because we need them for geometry, but to test the limits of our hardware. It has even become a cultural icon. Pi Day celebrates human curiosity, inspiring the next generation of scientists. There's even a musical rhythm to its infinite nature.
First step on the ridge line, air so thin it burns, clouds are carving red.
It's a song that never ends. We started with a simple circle drawn in the sand and ended up at the foundational equations of quantum mechanics, probability, and cosmic architecture. Pi is not an invention of humanity. It is a discovery. It is the language the universe uses to speak to itself. The next time you see a circle, remember, you are looking at the fingerprint of the cosmos.